Hello everyone, my name is Charlie and welcome to my damn, wait, wrong video. Oh, this is wrong. One more time. Hello everyone and welcome to the Spaced Out podcast. My name is Charlie, I'm your host, and this is my co-host
Emma. Amazing. We have a soundboard and we're gonna abuse it.
Yeah, this soundboard, this is too much fun. So, today it is the start of the most amazing month,
Which is October. That also equals Halloween, and that's the best time of the year.
Yes. So, to kick off my Halloween themed series and my first podcast, we are going to talk about EVA'S haunted house.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. So, why won't you just start with telling us about your house and why it's haunted?
Okay, so here's the origin story. Okay, so basically, I moved into it's not my whole house. It's one room in my house, and it used to be my bedroom, and it has been my older sister's bedroom, but she moved out because she's a lot older than me. And I started I moved in there when I was 13 or something, and I slept there for a couple of years. But I always hated it because I thought it was really scary, or I had trouble sleeping, and I just hated I just felt very unsafe, and I do know I had trouble sleeping, so but I just thought it was just me being a teenager or something. I was like, damn, being a teenager fucking sucks. Wow. And then every time sometimes if my brother was out of town because he moved away for a couple of years, I would always sleep in his room because just because I could, and because I hated my original room, and I didn't know why. I thought it was just me because no one else reacted to it. And then after a while, suddenly I could move back into another room, or I just changed my mind and I moved into my a smaller room that I had. It's much smaller, but I was I prefer that instead of sleeping in that room. And I always thought it was just me being weird, but turns out I'm not the only one.
No. Well, I slept there once, and that was bad. I actually slept underneath the blankets because I don't know, but I had this bad feeling and it just wouldn't go away. So yeah.
Yeah, that room has bad vibes, man. Not good vibes. That's not very cash money of that room.
No, but I remember it was Halloween.
Yeah, it was Halloween night. We were going to a party, and Charlie was sleeping over at my house because it was far away from here where he lives.
Which was also the last time I slept over at your house.
No,
ever.
no.
Wait.
You slept over one more time. Remember? Right before I left for Japan, you slept over.
Oh, that's true.
You didn't sleep in that room. You slept in my room.
That's true, but that also was spooky.
Yeah. Oh, we get into that later. But yeah.
So the Halloween party, we were getting ready and everything. We were in the room, just chilling, and we went to the party. We came back.
I don't know when we came
late.
back. Like midnight or something.
Yeah. And then we just was chilling a bit, and then I was feeling sleepy, so I tried to just pass out in the bed, and I just couldn't sleep. I was just stuck. I was just stuck there. I was like, what the fuck do I do now?
I know, you just can't fall asleep. For me, when I slept there before everything, I was I always felt something was there. And it was just unnaturally creepy, and I was like, "Why is it like this?"
Yeah, because the room, it's kind of big. It has a lot of what is it called?
Closets.
Yeah, a lot of closet door.
Yeah, one of the walls is an actual closet.
Yeah, it just has a lot of closet doors. So, and that is right in front of the bed, and yeah, that is kind of creepy. And also, there's a door that leads to
like a wardrobe kind of room, like a small tiny room, and that room is creepy. I hate that room.
Yeah. So being in the dark without my glasses, because I'm literally blind. So without the glasses, I couldn't see a thing. Everything was blurry. I was like, is this a shadow or is this a fucking thing? I don't know. And I just like went underneath the blanket and tried to fall asleep. Put on my hoodie over my eyes just in case. Put on AirPods because I was like, I need to fucking sleep. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything. I want a good night's sleep.
Yeah, and like FY, like I hadn't told you anything that I thought the room was creepy. Like you didn't know anything about this.
This was before I knew anything.
And then like I remember, I think like I came in the morning after, and I think I found you like under all the blankets. I was like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, why are you like buried underneath the blankets and stuff?
So yeah, that was like my first experience with the haunted room.
Yeah, and then you told me like, man, this room is bad. It's creepy. Oh, and the thing with your bracelet.
Yeah, but that was the next time.
Yeah, but didn't you say like it started itching?
Oh yeah, because that was before I got my new bracelet. Because in my family, or at least like my mom's side, they are really like strong,
Really, like
believers.
superstitious.
Yeah, superstitious. Like very like believes a lot in that stuff. So my mom got me one bracelet from Venezuela that is like
Blessed.
protecting me from bad stuff. And it was like really itching. Like my wrist got like red, and I was like, this can't be normal because I've had
That's
this
really bad.
I've had this bracelet on for literally like 10 years and never ever experienced anything like this. So that was very spooky.
Yeah, and then you told me about it. I was like, I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy. It's actually a thing, and I mean that made me even more creeped out. So like, I don't think I've slept in there ever since. I absolutely refuse to go in there. Especially like it's okay during like the daytime. That's not so scary, but when it gets like dark outside, I'm like, I don't go anywhere close to that room. It's too scary.
Yeah, and also your mom.
My mom.
Your mom also knows that there's something going on.
Yeah.
She also feels it.
Yeah. My mom is like sensitive to things like that. But yeah, and then the next time we actually did anything about the room, because we talked to your mom since like she's superstitious and she kind of knows about this, so we got like help to like maybe like bless the rooms and like cleanse it, you know, like basically like exorcist mode, the like the room. And that was my like farewell party right before I left for Japan for my exchange year. And like it was like a family party, but Charlie was sleeping over because he was gonna be at the party and he lives really far away.
Yeah.
So, but then that time he slept in my room, but we went like the night before to check if it had gone better. And when we're sitting in there, and
I suddenly just felt so dizzy.
Yeah, you were like, this is not good. Like I'm so dizzy.
Yeah, because I've gotten a new bracelet after that, because now I have two. But let's just say that the one is very broken. It had a lot of like pearls on it, and because they were all bright red. And after being in that room, they all turned black. And yeah, like they started dying, like the pearls died. They fell off.
This is some demon shit right here.
Yeah, like my mom was like, "Oh, just thank God you had the bracelet on, because what the fuck would have happened if not?"
I have no idea. Like, how am I alive? I keep thinking about like when I slept there. How am I alive?
I don't know. I guess just I'm weaker. I guess because they always go for the weakest one.
Damn, weak boy. That's why you exercise so much now. You're like, you can't hurt me now, demons.
What else? What else is there to say? Well, yeah, we were sleeping in your room this time, and I remember I just kept waking up throughout the night. I didn't sleep well. I had because normally I dream, because I have like, what is it called, like lucid dreaming?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I always have like, I know I'm dreaming and I can like change up everything and have control. But this night I didn't, and it was freaking me out because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I not able? I know I'm dreaming, but I'm not able to do anything. And yeah, and then I just kept waking up, falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep. So that was not a good experience.
Yeah, and after that, like, he got banned from my house. He's not allowed to visit anymore.
No, that is sad.
That's so, like, annoying. I'm like, hey, you wanna? Oh wait, never mind. You can't come over to my house because you're banned.
Yeah.
Like your mom was like, you're not going over there anymore.
Yeah, because after coming home from Eva's house, I actually had to shot holy water.
You're like, wait, was it just one shot or?
Yeah. I called my mom. I was like, what do I do? I'm scared. I don't feel anything or anything bad, but just I don't actually feel scared because my home is so blessed.
It is.
It is so blessed, except at one time. But we fixed that. We're gonna go into that later. Don't worry.
My house is so blessed. It's like that one time we got like demons in our house.
But yeah, so I had to like. My mom was like, you have to take a shot of holy water right now, and then you have to go and shower with the freaking like rose petal thingy that is like blessed.
It just sounds like a moment of like treating yourself, like rose petal water, bath in time.
But I never did that because I was like, I don't want to smell like roses.
Roses are good.
I don't like that.
Wow.
I was like, I rather.
It was like your house. It is really blessed. Like,
yeah,
and it's also extremely hot.
I think it's because it's blessed.
Yeah. Well, it's like you walk into your house and it's like angel music, like a choir just singing. You're like, oh wow, nice.
Yeah, but honestly, once it was like last month, I think. Me and my girlfriend, we were just chilling, watching a movie, and out of a sudden, we hear this like knocking on my door. And I was like, we both just stopped. We were like, what the fuck just happened? Then the knocking came again, and we were like, okay. And I just, because my dad was the only one home, so I just screamed like, okay, Dad, what is it? No, like no response. I go to the door, open it.
Your dad was dead.
I open the door and I look around. I'm like, okay, but the door to our living room is closed, and I did not hear the living room door open because that's pretty easy to hear, at least, you know, me that has lived there all my life. I was like, what is going on? And then after my girlfriend went home that night, I was sleeping, you know, I was like, okay, whatever, kind of weird. I wake up because I heard another knocking on my door. And I'm like...
Turns out it was just twice singing knock knock.
They know I don't like that song, so they're like, oh my god.
I hate that song so much, and now it's haunting you forever.
It's haunting me. They're like, you don't like this song, or I'm gonna haunt you for your life. But honestly, I was so freaked out. But I was just like pretending. I was like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine, whatever. You just have to tell yourself, like, you're fine, I'm fine, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Demons are like, God damn it, he's secure.
Yeah. So I told my mom, because my mom came home from Oslo the other day. So I was like, Mom, fun fact, I think there's a ghost in our house because I heard knocking and there was no one. And then, you know, a week later, my mom was like on the phone with people in Venezuela, just like all the...
exorcists, I guess, but like, how do you bless your own house?
But they're not like exorcists. They're like, they cleanse your house. Like, they can cleanse from far away. So they were like, yeah,
so they're just really powerful cleansers.
Yeah, because they were like, yeah, there's something in your house. And I'm like, oh my god.
I like imagine those people, their third eye are like wide open.
And I also told my mom that if I want to, I could be like fucking witch dude, I don't know.
Oh my god, a wizard?
I could be a fucking wizard because I am apparently very like...
I don't know.
I have the power for it. I don't know.
You have the power. You have the power within you.
So that was kind of fun to know, but at the same time, it's kind of scary because I'm like, I don't want this. Why?
Like, I never asked to be this I don't know what to call it, like a spiritual
spiritual guide. I don't fucking know.
They will guide you now to find.
Is this what Harry Potter felt when he found out he
Like,
was
no,
a wizard?
There was people in Venezuela. It's like, you're a wizard, Charlie. And you're like, I'm a what?
Oh, that was honestly very scary, but very fun. So now I joke about it.
Yeah, but my house is still haunted, and that sucks. Well, it's just that one room though.
Yeah, I wonder why they can't why you're stuck in that one room.
I have no idea. Because the weird, like, my house is really old. It's like a century old or something. And actually, I think my brother's room, which is one of the nicest room in the house, like, it feels really good in there. I think someone died in that room, but that room is for some reason okay.
And
So I don't know. Maybe. So I'm so confused, like, what happened and why it's like that in that one room. We have some theories, but I'm not sure.
I'm very excited to talk about the next episode. It's gonna be so good because we're gonna talk about your haunted cabin.
Dude, everything I own is haunted.
No, but honestly, that is a good story.
Oh, that's so creepy. Oh,
yeah,
man.
that is like something I'm still like getting chills from because I'm like, there's no good explanation for that at all.
Yeah, and it creeps me out. Like, when I heard it, I almost cried. I was like, what the fuck?
So you guys, you should stay tuned for that. I think I don't know how like often the podcast is gonna be. Like, I'm hoping for one either every week or every other week, but it's like it's just 4 weeks.
More than one in a month.
Yeah, because there's like 4 weeks in October, and I want at least to have another one than this one in October. So.
Yeah, we made like a list of what we want to talk about. Like, we already have made some plans, so I think you guys should stay tuned and listen to it if you're interested. Because like, we're gonna make more like spooky themed stuff for October, and like, if you like that, I think it would be fun because it's more like personal experiences. So it's not like something you can find online. Yeah,
and also like after that, we're gonna talk about more like very like things that I like, for example, space. And Eva also likes space. She likes aliens and stuff, so that it fits very well.
That one is a real character development because before I was like super afraid of aliens and like getting abducted and stuff, but now I'm like a super like big fan of aliens. I think they're really cool.
Yeah. So also we're gonna do other stuff, like probably gonna do one where we talk about fashion or music or stuff. And yeah, I think a podcast is gonna be
it's not gonna be like only like scary things, but it's just right now because we're starting in October and it's the most appropriate things like to talk about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And also other spooky videos coming up.
We have a list, guy, like we're preparing, we're planning. So there's a lot of things coming because like Charlie asked me for ideas for like his YouTube channel, and I was like, well, it's almost October, which means it's very appropriate to have like scary things, and I have a lot of ideas. So, and all podcast is gonna be around 30 minutes long, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, depends on what we're talking about. So I hope you guys will enjoy, and also all animations, if there is any, is made by Eva. So for free. I don't get paid for this. Please send help to this number that I'll write on the screen. Thank you. Okay, so that was all for today. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and we'll see you again in our next podcast. Yeah, wish me luck with my haunted house. Thank you. Goodbye.